this rock, and then, yeah, and then and just go around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you'll see it on the left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. It's really, you can't miss it.
You can't?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
We're live.
Oh, hi!
Yeah.
Welcome to Qyjari's Curious Crafts. How about that? Yeah, so tonight we're doing Shademurk Part 5.
All right.
Good day! Simply smashing! Welcome to the stream!
They're singing.
Well, they saw black for a second, but now we're live.
Oh, great!
As soon as I was gonna go live, my macro deck decided to go disconnect from the computer, so it didn't work. But oh, hold on, Yeti is not active. Why is Yeti not active?
Did I hit mute? Now is it active?
Yes. Wait, hit it again. Say something.
Hello.
There we go. How did you do that? How did you mute the?
I always reach for it and I hit the red button.
Oh, all right. Well, stop
Hey
hitting the red
everybody! Welcome back!
button. Trick broke the internet.
Yeah, well, as usual.
Sigh.
Tell us something we don't know. Alright guys, tonight I went ahead and put the red cloth back out because we are doing a little bit of mudding, and only because bonus mini mushrooms. And I really picked the wrong day to do mushrooms according to what's trending on Twitter today. So we're just gonna ignore that, because once you read why Mario Kart and mushrooms are trending, you can't unsee that, you can't unthink it. So let's just move forward. Okay, so I decided that on the blindly stumbling forward we go. Okay, so I did finish the mudding on the main pieces of the mushrooms, the main mushroom towers. I also added some of these little fungi bits on the side, and we're going to do that tonight so that you guys can see how I did it, and we'll do it to a smaller piece with some regular one-ply cardboard. And these are all mudded, hard as a rock, see, told ya. And what I wanted is, I didn't do any on the top like I did to this one. This one. See, I did 3 of them there. One kind of overlaps another, and then there's a third one here. I left it blank because I thought, well, you know what, maybe there's a little bit of mushroom grows out the top. So I really got crazy making these little mini mushrooms. Now the caps aren't glued on because I wanted to show you how they're made. I say they're not glued on, but they're sticky from, not sticky, but stuck to it from the glue. So I took wire and I bent it, and I'll show you how to do this. I covered it with paper towels, or tape, some tape first, and then paper towels because it sticks better. And then these are made out of, guess what, Jamie's favorite thing? Cotton.
Oh.
Well, wire and cotton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both. But these are cotton
I
balls.
apologize. Are we on materials and cool right now?
No, I forgot about those.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Let's do that.
We both forgot. So.
I'll just tuck this aside. We'll do materials. Hey everybody, welcome back to Qyjari's Curious Crafts. Let's go over today's tools and materials for tonight's project. The tools you'll need: an X-Acto knife, needle nose pliers, wire cutters, paintbrushes. You don't even need a pencil, I don't even know why that there. Your glue gun, maybe, I don't know.
Who put this there?
Materials. Oh, glue. You'll need glue, definitely. Some all-purpose glue, not school glue. You will need, as far as materials, paint, and I think I put up there black and white for sure for highlighting purposes, and then you'll need a variety of mushroom colored paints. Now, let's see, I've got territorial beige.
Okay.
Actually, I have 2 of those. You know why I have 2 of those? Because I'm going to probably do the stems in those. We've got, what is this one? You can't see, I gotta put my readers on. Cosmo. Classic caramel. Ooh, caramel. We've got beachcomber beige and khaki. They're just, you know, a variety of what I consider mushroom colors. This is the base. This is not that highlight color on the lid, on the cap, that'll be that purpley, glittery purple that we'll do when you're not around. Because you don't like glitter.
Yes.
Drake does not like glitter.
Herpes of craft supplies. So I don't like it.
Okay, and as far as other supplies for the things that we're going to be working on today, you'll need 18 gauge regular wire. You will need 18 gauge coated wire. And that's what I wrote on there. This is, are you using the fan again like an old Southern lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is coated in brown, like a cloth or some sort of covering on it. I can't find this anywhere. These are my last 6 pieces, 5 pieces. So, good luck finding those. I don't know where to find them. I went to Hobby Lobby, I went to Michael's.
Did you get Amazon?
No, I didn't, but I will. So I'm just going to use, this. This is for the bridge, because that way we don't have to paint them.
Right, okay.
Now, you could, if you wanted to, take regular wire and wrap it in brown floral tape.
Yeah, JB Garrison just said, can you coat your own coated wire?
Yes, it's longer and more tedious, but yes, you could do that.
Okay.
Or just end up painting it, or spray painting it, or whatever.
Okay.
That's probably Jamie's answer, Tranquil's answer. You'll also need, oh, here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're going to make today. This idea was given to me by V from the Crafting Muse. She does YouTube videos with doing a lot of D&D projects and terrain projects, and she's wonderful. I love her. And follow her on YouTube if you get a chance. I meant to put her link up there. I'll throw that in the when I throw it up to YouTube, I'll give her a shout out there too. You'll also need 1/8-inch wide sticks, dried, cut into 2.5-inch sizes. And then I took my X-Acto knife and I split them like we did for the dwarf hut. And I'll show you, we'll do more of this because I don't have enough to finish. So, but that project is coming after the mini marshmallows. The mini mushrooms. Okay, so, oh, and cotton balls.
Hey, really quick, my apologies.
What else is on the list before you take it off the screen?
You went through the matte
both
paints,
2 kinds of wires, the paints, the cotton
dried
balls,
sticks,
and dried
cotton balls,
sticks.
paper towels.
That's it.
Okay, yep.
Okay, you can take that off the screen now.
Cool.
Now we're testing sound.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot my hotkey turns on the little mic, so let me actually unplug that for now.
Oh, is it?
It was a little bit of an echo apparently, and I decided I would just go ahead and do the 2-way.
Oh, sure,
setting,
sure.
And,
how does that sound, guys? Oh, but you put it on my table, which means if I had to be careful not banging it.
yes,
That's fine.
But, I mean.
Okay, I'll be
yeah.
careful. All right. So.
The duration wore off of that echo.
And if you just doubted my abilities to finish all the mudding, I actually did this this morning, and look at that, it's hard as a rock. I did another stair step, but I made broken ones this time. A bunch of broken ones. You can't even get to the top of this unless you use the athletics check. Or I finished this one, which I posted the picture to YouTube. No, Twitter. I'm getting all my social media mixed up. I posted this picture to Twitter. This one wasn't done, but I finished it. It's done. And all the rest are done. But here's what I made to put on top of this one. And this is what I was talking about. I wanted a little bit of mushroom pieces here. It's hard to see looking that way, face down. And I didn't glue these down so you could kind of see what I was talking about. But I made these little mushroom caps out of cotton balls. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this little thing now and then set it aside to dry, because these are gonna be all over our terrain when we're done. We're gonna make a couple of batches of these. Not tonight, we'll just do one tonight, but I will make more to put on the rest of our terrain. And I had planned to put this one on top of this base here. So I'll have to glue these on, but I wanted to keep them separate to show you. All right, let's move that. Okay, so we have about 2 feet of this. Ouch! I just poked myself.
Don't do that; it hurts.
18 gauge wire, and it doesn't have, this one doesn't have to be coated, because we're going to coat it with masking tape once we have it all bent the way we want it bent. And you're going to need your needle nose pliers, and you're going to bend in the first bit just safety first by putting the just twisting the end down, and that's also going to provide a bit of the base like that to keep it from rocking over. And we're going to glue it on there, but just so that you have a way to keep it for drying it. Okay, and then we're going to basically make a little bit of a U shape again to keep it kind of uniform with the top of the mushroom, or other areas if you want it zigzag or whatever, that's fine. And then we're going to bend the wire upward, and then you get to decide how tall you want each of these little mini mushrooms. I think I'll make this one about this tall. Then we're going to squeeze it. And it's actually not going to be this tall. It's going to be a little less than that, because we're going to bend the top over like that so that we have a place to... There we go. I don't have my center of mat, so there's that. Can they see that okay? Is that the center-ish?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
That's good.
And then we're just going to twist that a little bit like that, and then move on to the next one. And this one I think I'll just do 3. So I think that'll be better, because then we can keep it, I can keep them a little separated from each other for purposes of showing you guys how it's done. I'm gonna make this one really tall since I have all this extra wire. This one's gonna be tall and lanky, like Alex.
What's sad is there's taller people than me in the world. Plenty of them.
Okay, so let's twist that. And you can probably hand twist 18 gauge wire, but I'm old and I have bad wrists, so I'll use my wire cutter. I mean my needle nose pliers. Okay, and this one will be probably in between those 2 sizes.
Peach.
Like that. Let's twist it. And you can move these around when you're done. A little bit. And then we'll put the end up and give that a twist to protect that. Owie.
Hey, Rylan, thank you for the 100 bits.
Aw, thank you! I've never gotten bits before.
Yeah,
that's kind of
I can
cool.
tell because you don't have a Sir Mimsy thing popping up.
Oh no, do I have to get a emoji for that?
Yeah, you do.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
I'll work
it's a
on
learning
it.
process.
Yeah.
Hey, that's new.
Thank you for the bits.
Yeah, there's 100.
Ooh.
100 bits, that's $1. Thank you.
You're the best. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little zigzag mushroom. This will eventually be a little mushroom, little spot.
A barricade of mushrooms.
A barricade of there you go. Actually,
I want to make a druid that's all like fungal based and
that would be really cool.
wall of fungi. I somehow have 400 of them. Don't know where they came from. Honestly, if you don't have an ad block or anything, and if you've watched plenty of ads on Twitch, I think they give you
accumulate.
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Every time you watch an ad.
So I'm just gonna cover all this in masking tape, and that does help with keeping the glue and the paper towels glued to it. What are you laughing at?
Garrison just said a druid fun guy.
Oh, fun guy. His name could be Guy.
That would be fun.
I have to come up with a character for
your campaign.
For my campaign that you're taking over.
Yeah.
Our Thursday night campaign. Now, Drake's gonna keep calling you by your real name.
Yeah,
Drake is going to DM from now on because I'm so busy with streaming.
And the whole party is terrified.
Yeah, they actually are. They don't like when he DMs. I'm a softie when it comes to DMing. I
Too soft.
I am. I'm a pushover. So they're
it's bad when you have to script a death just to make people aware that death is a thing.
We did script a death. Don't tell them that. Is Tranquil in? Cause
yeah, he is.
Oops.
Well, he can know.
Well, and we can tell them.
He'll keep quiet.
Yeah, we can tell them what the character was. It was a bard. Her name was Cammy.
Cammy.
but it was short for Chema something Rosetto or something, and basically it was Italian for red shirt. Because we knew she was gonna die.
DMs must offer up the blood of characters to the great D20 every so often.
Yes, amen. I agree.
Ross, it's okay, Drake. I'm about to take over my Monday campaign so the DM can be a player. Yeah.
And a lot of it's that. Well, he's better at it than I am anyway.
Which is really funny because I'm really not. Like.
Which just goes to show my terribleness at it.
Well, you're better at the story bits. I'm better at the combat.
I do enjoy writing. Yeah.
I will say that. You're way better at the story. I won't say I'm better at the combat, but you're better at the combat. I'm more ruthless. You are ruthless.
You know, I can't talk about the character that I want to make because then Tranquil will know.
Sorry. Savetti said it's hard for you to DM when you're always playing with those magic mushrooms.
I know, right?
What were you about to say, though?
I was going to describe the character I was thinking of making, but then Tranquil will hear what it is. Well, let's talk about Tranquil real quick since his name came up. He always takes a drink when I mention his name, so he's like...
So if we get him plastered enough...
Yeah, so he's 2 beers behind now. But guess where we're going on Friday? We are going to...
our favorite rocket ship.
We're going... No, little Einstein. We're not going on our favorite rocket ship. We are going to Florida. And when I mean we, I mean me, Clover Dragon, and Littlest are all heading to Florida to play Dungeons and Dragons with Real Tranquil and the other Banana Brothers. And go ahead and put Real Tranquil up there because I know that date is set.
All right, 1 second.
He will be on September 25th, which is the next Tuesday. He will be showing us how to make something. I think I know what it is. He kind of showed me some pictures, but I don't know if he wants it to be a surprise.
Do we have the date of him? Oh.
Yeah, the 25th.
But
it's not on the picture.
Oh. So it's just a picture of him.
It's just a picture of him.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Behind one of his monstrous creations that he does.
And Chucky said tape, so much tape.
I know. See all that tape? But that's gonna help keep the paper towels glued to it. So, all right. So we've got that done.
Garrison just asked what will be live streamed.
It will be live. Oh, it will be. Okay, the next thing is, I don't know if it's going to be before or after the crafting episode, because the crafting is definitely going to be a week from tonight, 7 to 8:30 or longer, and that'll be with my guest, the Real Tranquil, my brother Jamie. And then sometime that week, we're not sure what date, everyone can work out their schedule, we are going to play Dungeons and Dragons and we're going to stream it. Yeah, go ahead and put that up there because that's so funny.
So here's the party that you'll get to witness all the shenanigans with.
Oh my goodness. Don't watch for the D&D or the rules.
Yeah, if you're a rule stickler, just throw that out the window for watching this. Yep,
and don't watch... Well, he tells a decent story. It's homebrew.
Well, it's going to be a good story, but it's also... There's so much just craziness.
It's homebrew.
It's definitely homebrew.
Yeah.
And with all the craziness of the people involved, it's like...
It's nuts.
Some rules will get overlooked, so if you're a stickler, just let that go.
Don't watch. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Let it go.
Okay, I'll just make that just go away. Okay.
So that's it's 3 of those guys are my real brothers. One of those is me. 3 of those guys are my real brothers, and 1 is an honorary banana brother. Adam.
Honorary banana brother.
Adam's an honorary banana brother.
Chuggy said, wow, that's a bunch.
Yeah, so we're going to play, I don't know what day or night we're playing, but I will get it announce it on Twitter and Discord as soon as I know. Okay, so while that picture was up, I went ahead and shredded some paper towels again. These paper towels are not branded, so we don't see the word bounty or brawny or angel soft or what. That's toilet paper, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know.
Don't use toilet paper. We just wanted to have a nice pattern, which this does.
What about paper mache though?
Well, yeah, that's true. And so we'll need a brush to use with your watered down glue. And again, we talked last time that we did 1-to-1 ratio, but I found that was too watery. So now I'm doing like a 1 part water and 1.5 to 2 parts glue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just paint these with glue. This is the messy part. It gets everywhere.
JB just asked, wouldn't it be cool if it had floral prints, though?
Well, you know what? My old mushrooms did.
Yeah. Same with the paper plates if you look underneath it.
Yeah, yeah.
The mushroom tops.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap this like a mummy.
Oh.
And it doesn't take long to dry, even using the thicker glue mixture. It doesn't take a long... I've set it in front of a fan, but honestly, in an hour it was dry. So we're just gonna set these aside and continue with the other part of the project. We're trying to do 3 things tonight. We're making these, this little bonus mini mushroom patch. I don't know, is it called a patch? What's a cluster of... Yeah, a murder, like crows.
Mummy shrooms. New monster idea, thanks.
Myconids. in their nest, I guess? No, I don't know. You guys come up with how you want to name it. I don't know what myconids...
If only we had these devices
well, we could check
look
certain
up
things,
on,
yeah.
You know, some big web of
information available to us at our fingertips. You can hear the typing. He's checking. I'm just gonna dip that in there.
Mushrooms.
It's probably not called anything. It's probably just called, you know, call your weed guy. Oh, you know what it should be called?
What?
Think of a word for getting high. And that's what a cluster of mushrooms should be called. You know, like it's a gaggle of geese and an army of ants.
Oh,
and a den of lions. It should be like a Mary Jane of that's for marijuana. I don't encourage that.
They're going close enough together to be called a cluster, but they are clearly still a group. Then they are called a troop.
A troop.
They grow in troops.
All right, a troop. We're making a troop of mushrooms. I like
Weird.
my idea better.
My Google Foo is stronger than yours. Yeah, Violet just threw in a snippet from probably Wiki or something really fast.
Yeah.
A new PC class, Murder Hobo Shrooms.
All
a
right.
trip of mushrooms.
A trip. There
Thank
you go.
Jake. Jake is here.
Jake, hi Jake.
A trip of, I like that.
I like that. A trip of mushrooms.
It plays off of troop.
Troop, perfect.
That's perfect.
Good idea. You get 3 bonus points, Jake.
Jake comes swooping in.
With the answer. Look at how my fingers are going to be so stuck together. I was in the middle of doing this earlier today, and a friend texted me, and she was like, "What are you doing? Let me know. What's up? What's going on?" I'm like, I can't respond. My hands are covered in paste. I feel like I'm in kindergarten again. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't bring down water to wash my hands.
Well, you got water there, right?
Well, it's kind of gluey, but okay, so... What?
No, just the fact that you have to wash your hands with more gluey water.
Yeah, this was not well. Hey, Clover! She's got her headsets on, she doesn't hear me.
I mean, I can go if you want.
But then I'd miss your witty repartee.
What, for like 60 seconds.
I'm lost without you, Drake!
You.
Okay, alright, so I ripped all these up for no reason, because we only needed that little bit. Okay, but you know, don't go yet, because I've got to get, they're stuck!
Well, there's a lot of sap.
A lot of sap. Okay, these are just gonna be everywhere. Okay, but while we have dirty hands and the glue here, watch this. This is so cool.
Oh jeez. It's
stuck everywhere. Just dip it in the glue. This was so messy earlier. Get it all, or you're gonna have these little... And then I stuck my thumb in there, and I made like this... Can't even do this. This looks so gross after reading what I read about Mario Kart.
Oh, stop!
I can't. This is disgusting. Okay, so you've got your mushroom cap. I can't say it. I was gonna say head.
Well, you just did, so there's that.
There you go. Ta-da!
Welcome to the PG stream, everybody.
We're talking about mushrooms, and that's all.
I mean, okay, except they're called tops.
Caps.
Caps. Tops.
We're on a trip, for sure.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so see, I made it like a little bowl.
We're on a demonetization trip.
I know. Oh my goodness. Just don't look that up. Okay, so see, I made a little bowl, And you could even
It's not a meme.
you could
Garrison.
even make it a little like that, like a what do you like? Think of like the Smurfs, how their
Right.
mushroom houses looked with a little. Maybe they had pointy heads. There we go, and a third one.
Really sappy.
All right, we'll do this one. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands. I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Just pop the goo into an oven, and 15 minutes later you have fried shrooms.
Yum.
I don't think I've ever had fried shrooms.
Fried? I don't know.
I don't know
I've
if
had.
that's a thing.
I don't either. I've had them
I don't really eat
baked, like
mushrooms.
stuffed. I think you've had them stuffed once at Christmas time.
When I was young and naive.
Yeah, and you went, ugh, and I said, be polite. Oops, I almost knocked that over. Okay, so there's our. That one's not pliable. It's not. Oh, there it goes.
Is it okay baked?
a bake, a bake of mushrooms. Another
No,
one.
still
I like
trip.
trip. Trip's
Trip is
better.
still better.
Trip's better. Okay. A cheech.
No! We're not going there either.
There we go. All right, fine, chong. A chong of mushrooms.
No, still trip.
Okay, so can you run upstairs and get me
Yes,
a damp paper
yes,
tell, and I
yes.
will just
I'll
talk.
be right back. Yes. Enjoy talking. to
Maybe a
yourself.
couple of them, like 4.
Okay.
Okay, so, hi everyone. I'm all by myself. What can we talk about? I can't see the screen. Well, I'm just gonna set this aside and let the air blow it. I'm not gonna glue these on yet because I'll wait till they dry to glue. And you gotta just talk amongst yourselves. This is so silly. I'll try this. This will get a good start. I did not plan ahead for this. Uh-oh. Now I have nothing to wipe them on. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll use these little scraps. Oh, I got most of it off. Okay. He's up there laughing at me, I'm sure. Alright, let's tuck this aside as best we can and work on the... Put stuff here. There we go. Oh, there it is! I found the cloth. I don't want to get any glue. I was just rambling on. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Hope that's enough.
I dipped my hands in the glue water, so
Okay. It's not wet, but
that's good. Thank
I
you.
didn't know if you needed it.
I said lots. This is what he brings me.
Yeah, that's about right. That's me.
Okay.
I'm so helpful.
I dip my fingers in the.
I can set up a stream and produce it, but I can't follow simple instructions otherwise.
Well, remember the last stream with the fire giants with one of my banana brothers? I said, go get scissors. Here's exactly where they are, and he comes back with the wrong scissors.
Like, really? So when I craft with glue and paper towels, which is often, I actually constantly make trips to the sink.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine sitting there without access to water.
I know, and we have it plumbed down here in the basement for oops, that's not the water. That's the glue. There we go.
Those are not scraps, it's your reserve of future mushrooms.
Yeah, that's fine. I have tons of it. Okay, so oh, and cotton balls are flying everywhere. Okay. And my hair's getting on my face, annoying me. All right, so the other thing we need to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you real quick how to make the little fungi on the edge of, and we'll do a little one. So we're just we're just gonna cut. I forgot scissors.
The funny part about your story a moment ago. The ironic part.
The ironic part about this. I'm just gonna use my wire cutters to cut it. I'm just gonna make a U shape. I mean a moon shape. And I say moon because you're gonna want to cut in this part here just a little bit, just to give it a moon shape, like that.
Tiny little crescent.
Yeah, and flatten it. I mean, you do want the 1-ply cardboard, but you don't want it that thick. You want to flatten it. And then we're gonna just make a little
Boop.
boop, and we'll tape it.
Wire cutters, because scissors are wimpy.
I know. I can't believe I didn't even put scissors on the list. I'm sure you all are.
The tools list that we showed for like all of 5 seconds.
Yeah. Tools, materials, we're done.
Good night, everybody. Wait a minute. I missed something.
So, okay, I don't know. Can they see that?
I believe so.
All right.
I mean, I see.
So this is what you would do before you mud it. Just tape it down, just like we did the when we taped the cap on, and tape the backside. Maybe tape around the edge if you want it to be a little more smooth. And then when you mud it, mud around it. Ta-da!
Bing.
Okay.
Just put that anywhere.
Just put that anywhere. All right, so we're waiting for that to dry, and I'm gonna put that aside on this here. I don't want to touch it because my fingers will get all mucky again. Okay, let's see, where can I put this where it won't tip over? Over here. It's gonna tip over. Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
So that was a trip of mushrooms.
A trip of mushrooms.
A trip of mushrooms. Thanks, Jake. That's perfect.
Somebody was creating our Curious Crafts Urban Dictionary.
I love it.
A couple streams ago. We need to add that to it.
Yeah, we need to add that to it. What else do we have on there?
Oh gosh.
Oh, it was. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember now that we were doing it. Real quick, while I'm cleaning up and getting ready for the next step, because I'm gonna put paper towels down and take this away for the paint. Because it's all sticky. Let me talk about the microphone that we're gonna need for our trip to Florida. And I don't think Joe's watching, but Joe bought me some coffee today. Thank you, Joe. I want to give a shout out to him. I am 14 cups of coffee away from getting a Blue Yeti of my own. So thank you guys very much. And if you go to my Twitter, the Twitter link, it's easy. It's at Qyjari. If you can't spell it, it's right.
It's also in the profile. Scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down.
Or if you're on mobile, just go to the info section and you can click it there.
Right, but go after the stream.
After the stream, because otherwise it'll close.
Find my pinned tweet, and all you have to do is to enter my contest, because there's a contest, there's a giveaway. Is like that, and retweet it, the pin post. And then if I reach my goal by 5 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern, I'm doing a giveaway. Let me show you while the it's all nice and clear here.
Oh,
Let me show.
Let me get rid of coffee.
Yeah, get rid of coffee. We'll show that we're at 65%.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
No, I was showing.
Okay. So you could win, and you guys are all eligible. In fact, say something in chat so I know who's there.
Okay,
and if you say something in chat, then you're eligible automatically. So you could win a Feywild bridge, which was featured in one of our streams.
Ooh, display.
Ah. Oh, that's that. In fact,
Complete
that's
with
the
moss.
exact kind of wood that we're going to use for our mushroom bridges. You could win a shambling mound. Ooh.
You literally got us something.
It's like a little box of goodies. You could win crates and barrels, because I have a lot of them, and I was just going to add them to the package. Just some crates and barrels to put on your ship or your inn or whatever. You could win a swarm of bats. A bat swarm.
Can you bring it a little closer?
Yes.
Nice.
You could win a drider.
I forgot about the drider.
He's an army man with a sponge body.
Got cut in half.
Yeah.
Sacrificed to Loth.
Yeah.
Or Loth, whatever.
He's got his arm outstretched. He's got a sword in his
Garrison
hand.
said that shambling mound is so adorbs.
Isn't he a cutie? Look at those little teethies!
Good lord.
And last but not least, you could win the grill we made on Friday. This is the original grill, not the terrible grill I made during the stream because I couldn't get his brain attached to his head.
Right.
This is the original.
Garrison said Drider looks like a former member of KISS.
He is. This is Gene. He says hi. Hi. Hello. Okay, so you could win these, and if I find other things I could throw in there, I will. But I gotta reach my goal, and that's getting that microphone. You don't have to buy coffee, but if I reach my goal and you say something in chat right now, or if you go like and retweet my pinned post, you're eligible, and I'll draw a name, and hopefully I will have a microphone to take to Florida. Woohoo!
Rylan just said that shambling mound looks like Oscar the Grouch. Which is funny because while she was making that on
Yes.
the first stream, right? That was the very first stream.
Yes.
That was a common.
That was a common theme.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was Oscar the Grouch.
I love my little Oscar the Grouch. His shambling mound named Oscar.
She's got like 3 of them.
I sent one to Joe. He's using one for a giveaway also.
Oh, okay.
And a bridge.
Okay, good. We're getting rid of them. Jeez.
I can make more.
I know you can.
Okay, so now we're going to, let me glue these together. I'm missing, oh, there it is. Let me just glue these on. I'm just going to use a hot glue gun for that.
You can't have enough. Shush you.
Who's that?
Rylan.
Rylan, yeah. Well, the funny story about it is, I didn't turn my glue gun on. I am not prepared. I am not
Okay, Illidan.
Illidan tonight. Okay, I'll just glue these on later. We'll paint. Okay, let's make the bridge. Let's make the bridge.
Bridge.
So this is gonna use, like I said, the coated wire, and if you don't have coated, that's okay. And if you have, I've seen it in green. I have seen the coated in green.
Okay.
But I didn't want green. But then again, that wouldn't be a bad idea because it's kind of a mossy, jungly thing.
Yeah.
So we could do green. What is someone saying?
Rylan said a swarm of shambling mounds.
A swarm?
A swarm of snakes is annoying enough.
Yeah.
A swarm of shambling mounds.
Oh, that would be horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remind me not to play any of Ryland's games.
That's a really big swarm.
Okay, so I've started this so that I could move into finishing it, but I will show you how I started it. I took 4 of these. Like I said, I'm down to 5, so I guess I'll make it short. And I'm using 2 per side because I wasn't sure how long I wanted my bridge to be, and some of the length will be taken up by the twist. So it's like when you tie a knot and you think you need something this big, but then you tie a knot and it gets shorter. So the twist will take some. So I'll need 2 for each side. And these are, let's see, these are 18 inches. So I'll have to find more brown ones. Or just maybe I'll use the green ones for the next one. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is from 1/2 inch from the tips, put them together. Just give it a spin. You guys are cracking Drake up over here.
No, you actually made me laugh that time.
Oh, alright.
If
What did I
shrooms
do?
were a trip, shambling mounds would be a heap.
A heap! I like it.
I like that too.
Alright, so I just twisted the ends, and that's so that we can poke them into... That's our... So we can ground them in the top of our mushroom. Alright, let's do the other one. Now, important note. Not really a safety thing, just sort of an important note. When you're doing these, you want to make sure that you're twisting the same way each time. Otherwise, you could untwist the twist you just did.
Okay.
So, and I know that that's part of the Boy Scout thing is knots that go certain ways. So I'm going to make sure that they're being twisted the same way. And I didn't. It mostly matters. No, then it's this side, and I've already fastened it. It's fine, because it doesn't really matter for the starting ones. It matters for all the future ones that you do. So we've got our little half sticks, and I did that by, let me just do that real quick, because I'm going to have to do more anyway. I'm using an X-Acto knife with a sharp blade.
Is your safety tip still about the sharp stuff?
It is. Maybe put the safety tip up. I'm putting on my safety glasses right now. Not really, they're just reading glasses.
Of course, it decided to disconnect right when I tried.
Of course. You just want to put a little like that in that first part. Go all the way through. See how it went all the way through? On your cutting mat. Don't use Mom's table. And tip it just like an axe. Like that. And then you just push down. And you're a lumberjack.
You're a lumberjack, Harry.
And you
That movie would have been so different.
It's so different.
Dang.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. It does take a little bit of... Some of this wood oops. Let's try that again. Some of this wood is probably, pine. I say it's easy, and then what do? I can't get it the 3rd time. Okay. See how it's split right through there?
It's a little fuzzy. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. And some are going to be thicker, and if you get one that's thicker, just if you want to trim it down, trim it down. Otherwise, that's just the way it was cut by whoever built this this village.
Tiny ninja logger trick.
Yeah, yeah. I use these all the time. I used them for the dwarf hut. I used them for... What else did I use them for?
Servanti suggests
Something.
using a mini-sized warhammer for the wood.
Yeah, I'll just... No. So, anyway, once you have a good number of these, because it's more fun to have these done and then go into it, then you want to start the process.
Do you have to worry about splinters through that, though?
I haven't gotten a splinter from this kind of wood ever.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put this about a 1/4 inch from the end, and I'm going to push it as far up to the...
Sorry, Evil
Yeah.
Elvis, hello.
Evil Elvis, welcome back!
I haven't seen you in a while.
Welcome back. Okay, so do you see how this right here is on this side? This wire's on this side. The way I'm going to twist it, I'm going to make sure that this goes over over this way. Like, I'm trying to do it so I don't block the view. Like this. See how that twist continues?
Oh, I see what you're trying to... Okay.
Yeah, because if you go the other way, then you sort of it's
undo.
looser. Yeah, you undo. So you have to make sure you twist the same way. And this is where I'm going to use my needle nose pliers, because even though I twisted the beginning by hand with that stick in there, I want to make sure that it grasps it well. I just need one twist. If you do too many twists, then you have too big of a gap between this log and the next one.
Oh, good. Garrison can see the twist clearly. That's
Okay, good.
By the way, I've contemplated going to 1080p for these streams. We might test it out at some point after she's back from Florida, but it would give a lot more detail to the visual. If you think that that's something you guys would like and can stream,
Yeah, let me know.
let us know, because we'll do it. Double dog dare you. We'll do it. I'll do it.
Someone did it? Someone double dog dared
Oh, no,
us?
no, no. I was just saying that.
Oh. Okay, so there we go. There.
Boom.
Okay? And then you want to do the other side. And have them both going at the same time. And
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was wondering when you were going to include the other end.
It's too hard to do them when you've got sticks hanging out this side to do this one. You have to keep doing each as you go.
Okay. Now, do you want to make sure that there's enough hanging off of the ends?
Yeah, like I said, about a 1/2 inch here. That's about an inch, but about a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
Which way did I twist? This way.
That's something I was worried about, Garrison, yeah.
Okay. And there you go. That's
Boom.
how you continue it.
One!
Yeah!
Speaking
Only
of,
75 more to go.
Speaking of various Muppets and
Yeah.
Sesame Street characters.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. I've pushed that next one in. I'm gonna try to push it as close to that other one as I can. I have to bring it to my... Okay.
Oh, you switched
I had
bridges.
to see.
Okay.
I switched bridges. Yeah,
I
I'm
look
that-
up and
I'm
you've got
that
like
fast.
5 already. Okay.
Okay. There we go. And then this one goes the same way.
And you want, and the purpose of getting that twist close to it is so that the next piece of wood, the next log, is as close to it as possible.
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah,
You don't
okay.
want your, dexterity checks to get across this bridge. Or do you?
Or do you?
You could go back through and break some. We did, let's see, I'll show you the bridge I made for the Feywild. We put a break in it. And you could totally do that. We did this with glue, obviously, not wire.
Did we? Was that actually a mess up? I can't remember.
No, we decided to put broken
okay,
ones in
okay.
there. Yeah. So you could do that on your bridge if you want a hole in there.
Yeah. Garrison said so as long as that one plank took times 70 more, maybe 2 hours to finish.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
But
we're
you
on...
get faster as you go along, yeah.
Sure, and I'm having to do this a foot away from my visual.
Yeah. And she's doing it also with the, intent of showing you.
Right,
So,
a lot slower. Okay. That's my strenuous noise. Okay, there. There, all better. So we're just going to keep doing that. And nice thing about this is it bends. You could have a bridge that maybe goes up or down, or it
bows
bends.
a little, or
It bows a little, or whatever. Now, if you want to, you can go back over it, if you want, with a little bit of glue just at each one. Maybe if you want to not worry about but this is really sturdy. These are not coming in and out. So I might, but I might not. You could also turn them around and have that end showing. Or you could, or you don't have to clip them at all and have the whole log on there. I liked this. I liked the clean look of the split logs. Plus, I get an extra step out of it because I'd have to cut more sticks out of, get more sticks out of my yard.
Oh, right. Yes. So each stick
is 2
segment is 2 rather than 1.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So that just gives me more.
Cervantes just asked, what about bridge railings, like handrails?
You could do that. What you could do is you could every so often bring a bit of your wire up like this, give it a twist like that, get a longer stick, stick it through the whole thing, and then you have a rail. Well, not that rail, that's a terrible rail, but you could do that too and have a rail going all the way along your maybe a thinner one. Maybe you don't want to use the thicker.
Well, you could even
branch.
use rope or like twine.
Or you could use twine. Yeah, that would work too. So
Elvis just said the round log side looks like a raft.
It does.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to make a raft.
That'd be fun to make a raft. Yeah. Okay, so let me. I'm just poking everybody with the stick. Or with the wire. Okay, so any questions about the wire bridge? Because I'm not going to spend all of our time here doing that because we still have to paint. We good? Okay. I'll take your silences and we're good. I know, I can't see anyone talking.
Well, it's also delayed, so they probably just heard you ask.
Oh, too late!
Too late, we're done.
We're already on to the next thing. No, I'm kidding. If you have any questions.
She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding. This is messy too, but not as messy as glue with cotton balls.
Wavy.
Hello. Okay, so where are we now? We are at painting. Yay! We're gonna paint. Let's pick this one because that's easier for you all to see from the top down. I'm gonna get my cloth back out here, even though it has glue on it. I don't want my wonderful cutting board that my husband bought me to get. Oh, that's really. I know what I'll do.
That's really grungy.
It's really bad, but I will put paper towels down.
That's super grungy.
So that everyone gets snowblind from all the weight.
Oh man, I forgot I could turn on the mod tool so we can actually have link protection and stuff. Like,
look what I'm ready for Florida. Look at my cup. It has flamingos on it. Okay. What did I say I was going to use the stem color? Territorial beige.
Beige.
I forgot my paint tray. I'm such a loser.
Are you sure? Well, what is your paint tray?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it like that little white one with the
with the little holes
in
it? Yeah. It's fine.
Cutting boards are made to be wrecked, though.
Mine
looks like dystopian. Wait, yeah, dystopian crafting hell.
Oh, look at that! I used this.
You can't see.
You can't even see the paint on there.
It blends.
I recommend a nice big brush because you're gonna be painting a lot. So this one doesn't bend as much. I'll use this one. Okay. So we're just gonna paint. Give it a base.
All about that base.
We did that joke already.
I know, but I mean, it's there. Jeez.
And there's no wrong color. If you decide that the mushrooms in your Feywild... Oh, I guess I should describe that we're painting, or we're creating this place I've called Shademurk. That is a homage to Matt Mercer's Tel'Dorai campaign. His Feywild had a location called the Shademurk Bog. And I just stole that idea from him. Borrowed it. Used it. So what I decided that I was going to have some sort of jungly looking Feywild. And in it was going to be that bridge that I'm giving away, one of the bridges. And these giant mushroom villages, or village that I've called Shademurk.
I actually have a picture I found in our little log here
of
them, but it has a date on there, so ignore the date.
Yeah.
But
that's well, I can show the other stuff too.
And it's the old.
It's the red
too.
one. Yeah, we have. I'll show you the colors that we're going with. I say we, the royal we, me.
Right. Yeah, it's you.
Where'd I put it?
So ignore that August 21st date. That was the first stream, I believe.
First to the Shademurk.
The Shademurk. Yeah.
This is the color we're going with. And so I guess I did the similar one with the the base. But we're going with this purpley color because a lot of my, and if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen my Feywild terrain. It's a 30-inch by 20-inch with the creek flowing through it that the bridge goes over, and the cobblestone paths. And it's mostly purples. It has these truffalo trees that are big purpley fluff balls.
Fluff?
Like cottony like ball. Anyway.
Lorax trees.
The Lorax trees, exactly. So I have decided to go with this color scheme of the purple and the green and some of this fungal. I need to add some more fungus to it, but that's coming later. This is I used to think it was going to be a month long, but it's going to be months long project because we have a lot to do still.
Garrison said you could have a Fey realm that's permanently stuck in the 80s, made of velvet and hot pink mushrooms.
Perfect. Like, I don't know for sure.
Oh, jeez. Please don't.
Littlest is going to be doing at school one of those singing through the decades or whatever they're called. Ages. Yeah. And she was like, I don't mind the 50s or the 70s or 80s or 90s, but I don't want the 60s. I'm like, that's the easiest costume to come up with. Just throw, she's got long blonde hair, so duh, she's done. Yeah. And I'm out of paint. And then just give her some bell-bottom pants or make some, and
I'm gonna say this word wrong.
A face peace sign? What?
Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right.
And trying to just ask which paints fluoresce under a black light.
Ooh. We just gave each other the like, oh yeah. We'll see. And Choco, I don't know if you were around for did you see the terrain? It actually lights up.
Oh yeah, that's right, the terrain.
Yeah, I'll quick show it. Why not?
Should we find well, okay, we're gonna show it here. Apple Barrel and Martha Stewart make fluorescent paints.
Okay.
This is what Garrison.
This is my Feywild.
You're about to land some of your brushes.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're not totally on screen, but that's alright.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But you can see, okay.
Mushroom down.
Mushroom down, man! I was trying to set it on top of the one I'm working on. There, I can let go. But all these little puff ball thingies, they light up because I've got them plugged in. Not yet. Not now. Not right now. Actually, I can. I have an outlet right here.
Will it reach?
Yeah.
Oh, literally like right there?
It's right here, yeah.
Oh.
It's my glue gun's plugged into it.
And the power goes out.
Yeah. Check it out, man!
Yeah.
And then the Feywild Bridge goes across here. Can they see that, or is it off the screen?
It's a little off. If you push forward a little bit.
You can push it forward a little bit. Yeah. So, and then these are just those little,
Garrison just said, Dr. Seuss!
He doesn't it? Look at these truffalo trees.
So what was this the set that had the river that people were saying? Like
this is the cookie dough river. Yeah. This was one of my first attempts at, I didn't use acrylic, the pour. I used clear glue, and it works, but I just need more because it just looks like mud now. So, thank you,
the Howell family.
Thank you so much for following. That's awesome. I'm just unplugging this real quick.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna electrocute myself.
Please don't.
All right,
This whole thing is for naught, and
and I won't need that mic.
Yeah.
But I do. I need the mic. Let me just hang that back up. When we go off screen, you can see it hanging on my wall here.
Yeah, we'll try to remember to point to it.
I'll point to it if it doesn't fall on my face. Okay, I'm back, and we're painting.
Gives me another idea. Candyland, Layer of the Abyss.
I love it.
It's gonna be a thing. All I can think of is the Happy Land from Diablo 3.
Oh, with
all the rainbows and unicorns and blood.
Blood. Exploding unicorns and bears.
Teddy bears.
I hate that level because you don't get anything out of it. It's not like a special one.
Really? I've gotten stuff out of it.
I mean, you get stuff, but it's not anything special.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not Greed's domain or
whatever.
No,
gosh, that's the best one. If you watch Critical Role, you'll know that one of the Laura Bailey, she plays Jester, and that's a cleric, a tiefling cleric, and she's got this cute as all get out accent, but it's sort of bubbly accent. It's like Eastern European, very bubbly, and all her, what do you call the weapon that you put out that stays there and then it does damage?
Oh gosh.
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, yeah.
They're all candy. Like it's a giant lollipop, or
That's funny.
Yeah. Critters have sent her little minis of just various like ice cream cones and stuff for her to use as spiritual weapons. So that's what I imagine that world that he's talking about in stream. I can
imagine Mercer is just like every time a new candy item comes out, he's like,
yeah.
What do I gotta make this? Is this Warhammer? What is this?
Well, I remember the first season. Oh, that's right. It's a set
amount of damage.
Yeah. Remember the first season?
Yeah.
He talked about the flying carpet, and he just casually mentioned that he could use that it would be great if a critter could make a mini for the magic carpet, so they could all see how they fit on there. He must have gotten 10 of them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was flooded with them. So I'm sure every time she mentions a new type of candy.
Yeah, people go crazy and send her like bunches of them.
She's got tons of them, I'm sure. But it's so cute to see them out there.
Yeah, creative use of spells. I love that.
Yeah, I love it. Well, that's her thing, and she's.
It's cool when like.
And he lets it.
You're creative enough to come up with like flair for spells. That makes sense. For example, Eldritch Blast. It's a cantrip for warlocks, which they can augment to be super powered. But technically, you can flare the Eldritch Blast to look like whatever you want it to look like.
Oh, did you hear that?
I did. That was really gross. So like it could be like a dragon's head or something flying out,
that'd be cool.
It's just kind of neat.
Oops, I wasted that.
Flare, perfect word, yeah. I agree.
Do you have flair? Do you have enough flair? That's from the movie with Jennifer Aniston.
Have flair.
Flair, they called Flair the buttons on there. She worked at like, not Bennigan's or TGIF, but some restaurant that had the same kind of atmosphere in the movie. And Flair was the little, they had suspenders, and the Flair was all the little metal buttons that you wear on the suspenders.
Right.
A la the 1980s. A la Mork from Mork. You guys don't remember that.
Well, I don't.
Joe does. Is Joe in the chat room?
I haven't seen Joe.
Well, Rylan knows him too.
Okay. Yeah, Rylan, I believe Rylan's here.
Yeah, Rylan knows Mork from Mork. He had those suspenders on. And that's what they called Flair, the buttons. And her manager would always say, because you'd earn them by being good to your customers.
Yeah.
I'm barely remembering this movie, but I do remember that part. I love Jennifer Aniston anyway.
Rylan just said Mork.
Mork?
Yeah.
All right, guys, look at that. It's looking even better. I'm getting in all the nooks and crannies. And that's just the base coat. Doesn't it look much more like a mushroom now than it did?
Nanu?
Yeah, Nanu. He did this. Work from work. No, it wasn't that. That's Vulcan.
Trek, yeah.
He made a. I can't remember the hand sign for it. I'll have to look it up.
Garrison just said Office Space was great.
That's what it was. Office Space. Yeah. That's what the stapler.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's the stapler. Like that's all I know.
That's all. Yeah.
The stapler joke. I'm not a big TV person.
No. That was a movie.
Okay, well then I'm not a very big movie person, I guess. Whoops.
I mean, it's probably been on TV a lot.
What am I thinking of then?
You're thinking
Office
of
Space.
the Office.
The Office, probably.
Office Space is the one where they take the copier out to the. It's where the boss stands over the cubby or the cubicle and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to work."
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay. I've seen that bit.
That's Office Space.
I think Spock and Mork are the same hand gesture.
I think so too.
It was the Vulcan hand, but the thumb was in. Oh, okay.
Nanu, yeah.
Stop.
I know.
One thing I do sometimes when base coating is water the paint down a bit to just glop it on, and then get it in the nooks and crannies quicker.
You know what? Who just said that?
Garrison,
you're brilliant. I should have done that. You're absolutely right.
Then I might put a second coat on just normal paint.
Yep, I should have done that. You are right. Obviously, I was not prepared. I am not Illidan.
I really need to come up with, I need to go find just this really obscure image of Illidan, so that way there's no, weirdness about it. And then every time you say, I was not prepared, just,
pop him up on the screen.
And...
You are not prepared. Speaking of Critical Role.
Especially when I'm painting over white paper towel and stuff.
Yeah. I gotta see some of your stuff. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, you should totally go follow her on Twitter and
I'll follow you back, 'cause
and-
I like to see stuff. I like to see other stuff.
Yeah, and
I'm definitely a part of the
pics.
sharing D&D community. None of this is... You make a Mushroom Village, and you post it, and you stream it. I want to see it. Because I'm all about sharing the info.
you just LOL. You are not prepared in quotation marks. Illidan is so emo.
I know, isn't he?
I think Arthas is a little more emo though.
Yeah, this is pretty emo.
But I still think he was cooler and more badass than Illidan.
Well, I don't know. Illidan has
Unpopular opinion, I
the
know.
horns, yeah.
Well, Illidan's backstory is just all over the place.
Well, yeah.
You know, like the original story is that he kills himself in the fight with Arthas.
Yeah.
Arthas bested him, so he ran himself through and fell down dead. Arthas walked up to the thing and became the Lich King. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, no, BC pops out and yeah, Illidan's here. He's still there.
Surprise!
Arthas is definitely an edgelord.
Yeah,
Him
he
and
is.
my war wizard and Strahd.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Mars.
said that your war wizard was
He's come
calming
back.
down from
Yes,
his.
He's
yeah.
no longer an edgelord. But he was for
He's
like the
taking
first
a
10
step
levels.
down from emo. No spoilers on Strahd.
No, I'm not.
I haven't played it yet, and he's gonna run me through that. I gotta open the other one. This is running out. Okay, so this is obviously I'm not gonna make you guys watch me paint 6 of these things. I didn't do 7. I gotta make a 7th one, and not 200. Jamie.
I'm a horrible basement troll Warcraft 3 player. Does Warcraft 3 even still like have people playing online? Because that was my favorite, playing online. Run Kitty Run and all the tower defense games. They were fun.
You'll enjoy Battle for Azeroth because the PvP is a lot. They've got these island expeditions now that you go on, and you can play the AI, but they act like
Right, yes,
They act
yes,
like-
I heard about that.
yeah,
Multiplayer still alive?
and they bounce.
They
They're
jump.
constantly jumping.
Garrison, do you know, just as Sebastian, do you know if the if anybody ever hosts those EverQuest maps? Those were some really intuitive maps because they.
I have to open this. I don't have any scissors.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, no scissors. I don't know how they made it, but somebody actually created a map in Warcraft 3 that was basically EverQuest, but top
Oh,
down.
I remember that. Yeah.
And it was actually really cool. You could save your character, and when someone else loaded up a game of that same map, you could type in the code and you'd get your character back. Like it was really impressive.
I'm still getting glue all over me for some
Well,
reason.
I can only get you one wet paper towel
I
per hour.
know. It
Big
doesn't-
old Joe, welcome.
Hey, Joe. We were just talking about you. Shh.
Yeah, everybody should. I stopped PvPing in WoW when SSTM stopped being a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that means. And there aren't any more 6-day AV matches. Oh yes, right.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
6-day AV matches. I remember that. I haven't actually played.
What were we using Joe's name in vain for? Oh, because we knew that he would know the reference
He
of
said hi there. It's all true.
Mork the Mork the Orc.
Mork the Orc. You would know Mork the Orc.
Yes, he would know. He's
That was why we were talking about him earlier.
well, that and Riff and Rebel is off. They're taking a break until the 5th.
Oh, okay.
So even though I'll still give them a shout out, they're taking a break until the 5th. My brother? It's usually called a sister stream, but since it's no, there's girls on there, ladies.
I mean, it can.
So it's my
either or.
sister
It's,
stream. Yeah.
like, not to bring what is it, gender stuff into this, but
Yeah, we'll be
it
neutral.
could be either. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. My sibling stream.
I used to live for the PvP in WoW, but haven't played in years. Yeah, I actually miss the world PvP, and with this current expansion, they did something neat, which is making people do more world PvP, and I think it's really cool.
Well, I played PvP when the game first came out, before they introduced Blood Elves, because I had a rogue. An undead rogue. And I was actually pretty good at her.
Oh, hey.
And yes.
Big old Joe, yeah, I shouted you out on my own personal stream tonight.
You did!
That's awesome.
You're playing fantasy fantasy football. And when I say fantasy football, I mean like really fantasy, like undead were fighting against, I don't know, something else. I couldn't.
Oh, was
skeletons?
It Blood Bowl?
Huh?
Blood Bowl?
I don't know. He's doing something.
I've heard of something like that.
I tuned in for a minute. I had to get ready for this stream, but I tuned in for a minute to see what he was doing.
Oh, SSTM, South Shore versus Terran Mill. So yeah, World PvP. Yeah. And I was right, Blood Bowl. Woo! I win.
Yep. He has a Blood Bowl fantasy football league or thing going. I'm getting in all these little nooks and crannies, guys, so that nothing shows. Now, I guess you could find this paint in a spray paint, and this would be so much easier, I suppose.
But we're also indoors.
But we're indoors, and I
it's
can't do
late.
that indoors, yeah. So
And-
I'm just doing this. And I will go over. The other thing is, any loose bits of paper towels that we might have missed with the glue, the paint will hold. And we'll go over anything we miss here. Or I say we, the royal we, me.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing except for the tech side.
Yeah, he's my tech guy that Joe cannot steal.
I'd be happy to help. I mean, if I've got the time and everything. I don't know how I could from here, but yeah. I knew Tranquil. I knew you knew about Blood Bowl because I remember seeing the.
Oh yeah.
What was it? A board game or something first?
They play, yeah.
Or something.
They've played before, right?
Big ol'
The
Joe
Banana
says
Brothers.
the brown looks good. Will you add highlights or other color browns?
Definitely. This is the base color for the roots and the stem, and I'll definitely make the steps here maybe a little worn, like darker, and I'll get some highlights. And all these areas that you see along here that are kind of wrinkled looking, that's where I'm gonna highlight with like a green or a purple. I don't know, just maybe a variety to make it look like maybe some vines. That's where a vine came in. So this is just the base. This is just to make it not look like paper towels, which is boring, I know, but we're talking about other stuff. We're having fun talking about other stuff.
Referring to the what would we call it? Stem? The trunk stem?
Yeah.
Garrison said it's gonna get glitterized. Yeah, but when I'm not here.
The top. Where's my thing?
Oh, the mushroom top is gonna get glitterized.
Yeah, these get glittered. These parts get glittered here. Well, not glitter, it's just glitter paint. It doesn't actually glitter. But this is how I did the little ones.
You know there was a petition to have glitter banned, right?
Yeah, stop.
No, really, there was.
Okay. It's not gonna get banned.
I signed it.
Did you sign it? Even the underside of the little fungi cups, and then the inside of the fungi cups, you can see I did a little lighter color, and that's the color that will probably do the Anchoku's idea, which was this fan part. We covered this area with, you know, those fans that you get for the paper fans that are folded like that. And we stuck them in there. Let me just this way. We stuck them in there. Some of them are coming down like this, and some are tucked inside like that. And
that's my favorite.
Some are way inside like that. So we just did. Yeah, I like this one too. And this tall one, I got a couple of the flat ones. This tall one has it coming down like that, and I just ended the paper towels there, so this part will be a separate color, like almost like it's a little fleshy part, like the crown topper.
Just really quick, Eternal Yeet
Yeah.
showed up. Hi.
Hi.
You should try making small hills out of expanding foam.
I saw. Who did I see do that? The terrain tutor did that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I just moved in my chair and it sounded like I farted, but that wasn't me farting. That was.
I don't even know if the mic picked that up, so you just called yourself out if it didn't.
But I didn't fart. I just moved in my chair. It's like Gilda Radner scooching around. Never mind. Yeah, no, I saw the terrain tutor do that. He took this expandable foam and he sprayed it into little globs on his workbench. He had to put something down though because it's messy. Yeah. Oh, it's very messy. When it dried, it's like formed styrofoam, and you can shave it and everything. I use it
to pack stuff at work. So
that's a great idea.
Garrison said you can find my glitter from my cold glitter-covered hands.
Oh, someone used the glitter a lot.
Rylan said I prefer glitter in my dice.
Oh yeah, I do have some glitter dice.
That undercap treatment is the bee's knees.
Which one's that?
Garrison said that.
Oh yeah, thank Anchoku.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anchoku gave us that idea.
Yeah.
Big old Joe said those are massive. I guess he was referring to when you showed that one mushroom. This one.
Oh yeah. These are not to scale, obviously. It's a giant mushroom village. It's kind of how I had it advertised to start.
It is kind of to scale. It's supposed to be giant mushrooms.
Well, okay, yeah.
Compared to a D&D mini.
Yeah, let me find Ronan. I always use Ronan as my mini. Here's That's Ronin. That's the size.
Y'all said it did, but I don't know what they were referring to.
I don't know.
That's why I apologize. Eternal Yeet, I recently DM'd a game where a player tried to seduce a mushroom.
Really? How'd that turn out for him?
I kind of want to hear that story. If
Yeah,
you want to go join
kinda...
Discord and like throw that story at us, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, I kind of like to hear that one too.
And Garrison asked the installation foam, right? And Tranquil says, yeah, I think that's what they use for attics.
Yeah.
The
Or
stuff that we...
filling up a gap between like the pipes that go into your house. You fill it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that what we use at work is Instapack, and it takes two different things combined together, but there's a whole special machine and everything.
Oh no,
that,
you can just get regular stuff.
Okay, I didn't know how that worked. Chair farts got picked up. Good to know. It exploded. Oh, the mushroom exploded.
Oh,
the mushroom exploded. Is the guy trying to seduce your player?
Maybe it was a girl.
Or sorry, maybe it was a girl. I should have said player. My bad.
Player.
Tranquil, he's hallucinated afterwards.
Yeah. He was walking through a trip of mushrooms.
Oh. Jeez. I really wish I could remember who was coming up with our Urban Dictionary. Our Curious Crafts Urban Dictionary.
Wasn't it Evil? Wasn't it Evil Elvis?
Evil Elvis. It might have. I also thought it might have been Joe.
I don't remember.
Somebody
I'll have to look back and see on the channel. It was near the beginning. It was like within the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Clover's joined us in the studio. Hi.
Hello there.
Hi, Clover.
Hi.
I feel like that mushroom love
Did you
story
get your
would have a
homework done?
Japanese title.
It should. Yeah. It should. It should be totally anime.
It's something that you don't understand, like, you know, in the special characters.
Yeah. An anime. You know what I'm gonna do with this end here? It's kind of coming apart a little bit, and you can see the paint, the paper towel. I'm gonna fill it with paint. Give it a brush, and then I'm gonna take my once clean hands. I'm just gonna twist, and that's gonna dry like that, and give that one little stem a little bit of a root, rather, a little bit of a gnarly look. Because the glue will act. I mean the paint will act as glue. There we go. All right. Okay, so we have this one almost done. I'm sure it needs some touch up here and there. And I will probably do some of the bottom so that if it turns up, it's covered.
Right. If
And
it like curls or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if my glue is hot enough. I'll go ahead and do the other glue gun thing so we can see the... Where's my paint water? My glue water. This is so disgusting.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, where did I put it? I just got
Sappy in here.
No, I got a hair in my mouth.
I really want to find that like a gif of that scene.
Oh, a lot of sap.
A lot of sap.
Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was getting
With
the
his hand popping out of the tree with a thumbs up.
yeah.
For the touch up later, just use that watered down paint maybe.
Yeah, I'll do that. That'll definitely get into the nooks and crannies of it. Where's my little mushroom? Here it is. Here we go. Can you guys? I gotta push it. I gotta push it away.
Wait, was that the one you were working on?
No, this is the one that's already dry.
Oh, right.
I don't think the other one's dry yet. I'll look. I'm trying to stay in the screen.
You just
Huh?
tell?
Huh?
You can look at it and tell it's dry?
No, I had to touch it. Where'd I put it?
It's right here.
Oh, it's over here.
I pointed at it.
No, it's not dry yet.
Okay.
It's still wet. Okay. So, we're gonna paint this one. Not paint this one, we're gonna... Although, you know what I could do? I could totally just paint these separate and then glue them in. And that would be a lot easier than trying to paint the caps.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter's in the room. I'll say caps. Before I glue them on. So maybe I'll do that. I've turned on my glue gun for no reason, it looks like. It appears. Okay. Well.
Just wrap one of your sticks in the paper towels to keep it sturdy. Those mushrooms would be good for that campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, you should show Eternal Yeet. I love that name, bro. Like
that's
Eternal
cool.
Yeet. Show him the little.
Oh, my mushroom guy?
Yeah, your little mushroom guy. Sorry to interrupt the crafting portion of the stream.
No, I was done. We're almost to the half hour point. So this little guy, I made him out of Sculpey. He's got a wand in his hand.
But like that could have been perfect for the player that decided to try to seduce a mushroom man.
Oh yeah. He's got a cute little butt. But I took the cap off so you could have the cap on the ground like that, and then you would approach it, and then all of a sudden, boop! It pops up a little mushroom guy.
Garrison just said, OMG maximum cute overload. Sweet.
Isn't he adorable? He's got a funny little face too.
Oh, a Squidward nose.
Yeah, he does have a Squidward nose.
Squidward.
I love Squidward. So anyway, I was always going to give him away in my box of small box of goodies, but I couldn't give him up. He's my only one. So anyway, all right. Well,
you got a doll from Eternal Yeet.
Okay, so any questions about tonight's stream? We did a lot of stuff. We did the bridge. We made the little mushroom, what we're now calling a mushroom trip. A trip of mushrooms.
Trip of mushrooms.
And
because you can trip.
We painted the base, which yay, we got to that because I promised we'd do painting and bridge and the little mini mushrooms. So, any questions?
While we're waiting on questions, Serenity just said, "Mushroom guy pops up, makes me think of the Star Wars pit drones."
Oh yes, exactly.
Yeah, the pod racing.
Because they have the
drones.
same little yeah. Boop.
Yeah, they pop up and you boop them on the nose and they
shrink back down. Yeah, exactly.
Almost exactly like that.
So let's see. Does any questions out there? I want to make sure that I follow my little script so I don't forget anything, mention anything. Once again, the coffee. I need 14 more cups, and if you retweet
coffee, right?
That
and crash. Oh no, it worked.
Oh, I have paint on my nails. If you retweet my pinned tweet and like it, you'll be eligible. Of course, you guys are already eligible if you've been chatting in, the Twitch stream. But yeah, that'd be great because I just need 14 more cups, and I'll have the microphone. I wish I could take Drake's, but he streams, so he uses his own microphone. This one, he's generously letting me borrow for this stream. Woo. As usual, this will be posted on YouTube tonight or tomorrow, sometime.
Oh, gosh. Where's your YouTube?
YouTube is on there.
There it is. Well, but I haven't renamed it. Remember?
I know. And if you're in it for the long haul, I do have a Patreon. And Rainik and I want to call out and Choku and Rainik and Jay Clowers and Michael Mordor and Jake.
Yeah.
Are all my patrons. Thank you guys. I love you. And let's see what else. Tomorrow, I'm not streaming, but for me, it's a special holiday. That's your cue.
Oh, right.
Tomorrow is September 19th, and it is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So Sir Mimsy and I are celebrating, and there he is. Where is he? Down here?
Other side. And then further left. Or further, yeah. Okay.
Yay!
Over here somewhere. Yeah, there you go.
So I had to make a little Sir Mimsy. Ahoy, matey. Happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day tomorrow. And we're not going to be streaming this Friday. We're going to be on our way to Florida. And we're not sure when the D&D with the Banana Brothers will be. It'll be a riot when it happens. I will notify you on Discord and Twitch, or Twitter rather, and wherever else I can spread the news. Look for it here. I'll put a new offline screen on that'll have the date as quick as I can get it. Although if it's there, I don't know if I can change that screen because I won't have my fireworks program to make it. But I'll post something.
Yeah. Just follow up on either Twitter, follow her, or
on Discord. Yeah.
Discord
it's a small Discord channel. Not a lot of people. I mean, we have a great group of folks in there. We just chit chat about all this and all that. It's fun. And then on October 5th will be the next. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. The next time you'll see the Mushroom Village is that Tuesday after we get back, which is the 2nd?
Let's see. So all next week you're gone.
All next week we're gone from this house, but we'll be in.
But you'll still be streaming.
In Florida, still streaming.
So the next Tuesday after that is the 2nd.
2nd. Okay, on the 2nd, more Shademurk. We're gonna do more work here, and then the 5th, you guys have given me suggestions for doing I think someone said a wisp. Someone said something dwarf-like. I think
Yeah, basically
Joe said something anything
dwarf-like,
dwarf.
Yeah. I need to share something with Joe at some point. I really wish he was in the Discord so I could just send it straight to him.
Okay.
But it's a great song. I think he'd love it.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll go to Discord and do that. And then, so I don't know. I'll have to pick from the list of things that you guys mentioned last Friday and make that, because you all suggested the Grell, and we made that. Well, you didn't really suggest it. You just gotta guess it.
Yeah, it was
guessed a number. Yeah.
RNG.
Yeah. Random number
RNG
generator.
just answered the call.
Yeah.
Really quick catch up on some of the chat.
Yeah, please.
We still have some time, unless you've
Yeah,
got more to do.
no, yeah.
Okay. Tranquil had said, I'm worried about the taller mushrooms being top heavy, especially if there are figures on top playing.
We can weight those down somehow.
Yeah, and they actually get to that in the chat here.
Okay.
Eternal Yeet said the exploding mushroom killed our rogue.
Oh no.
Press F to pay respects. Garrison said, massive creativity recharge on my end. Thanks, Curious Crafts and Sir Mimsybot.
Oh, you're welcome.
Rylan, as much as I would love to toss you a cup or three, all of my expendable income is tied up in Kickstarters.
No, it's
Cry
absolutely
face.
fine.
Cervanti, lead pellets, Tranquil in the base from pellet guns works to weight it.
That's what I was thinking. We could weight that down with those.
Some pellets.
Yep.
Garrison also said Tranquil, maybe weighting the base down. Weighting the base, they get glued down to. Wow, I cannot English right now. Maybe weighing the base they get glued down to will fix the balance. I don't know if we're actually gonna have these be glued down to a surface though, right? These are
I think we are.
freestanding.
No,
we are.
Remember we talked about putting them on that 30-inch by 20-inch
right.
base.
I forgot about
so
that
these will be
entirely.
weighed down. However, if you choose not to have them weighed down, if you want them to be freestanding, then yeah, the lead pellets or even those heavy magnets, those are, or some washers.
Washers would be better.
Or sand.
Yeah.
You could just put a bag of sand in there. And,
yeah.
And that would definitely.
And then you could remove the
weigh
bag
it
if you
down.
wanted to. Afterward,
Exactly.
And it's light to carrying around. And that's if they do end up being top heavy, right?
Right.
So Savannah goes, Banana Brothers? Wait, until they found out you've been messing around with pit droid shroom people in cities. Well, mushroom cities. Garrison said, yeah, what Cervantes said. And then Rylan said, rip Hobgoblin Village.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do a Hobgoblin Village for the month of October, but we're not gonna get this Mushroom Village done before then. So
is that still the next one after?
It's still gonna be the next one after the mushrooms, because I bought the bones. Go to the Halloween store or any dollar store and pick up a package of, I don't even have them down here, but they're small, like this tall, 6-inch, 7-inch skeletons. Like they come as like a garland.
Right.
And we're gonna take the bones apart and use those to make a hobgoblin like tents, to make like a war front, like an area that they're getting their sights set on warring.
Aesthetic war goblin style.
That will be done, just not October, because we've got to finish this. And I will get some painting done. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me paint for an hour and a half. So I will get all the bases done before. Well, I say that I'll have one day. Oh, we'll see. I'll get as much done as I can. I like the idea that someone mentioned about watering down the paint, and so it absorbs easier and you don't have to use as much paint. That's a great idea.
I believe it was Garrison. Yeah.
Garrison, yeah. So I will take the territorial beige that I had several of these, and I will take these and just stick the water in there, give it a shake, and then voila.
Voila.
And that's it. So anyway, thanks guys so much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a good evening, and until next time, have a good one.
Oh, all right, yeah.